On March 24th of this year, I introduced you to Samantha and Bard. They are my AI agents. They, from that point on, helped me make every investment decision that I have made. I created my tell sheet and I share that with my tribe. My tribe is 1,000 people who have bought into the community aspect of investing, saying if we work together, we can do better than if we work alone. With the addition of Samantha and Bard, since they came into my life, my portfolio is up 28%. I have stocks like APLD that's up 122%, CRDO that's up 66.4%, Broadcom that's up 48%, Nebitas that's up 46%. Since we became aware of Samantha and Bard and the power of AI to help us make investment decisions. TSM is up 40%. XYZ is up 32. SITM is up 16. And Eli Lilly is up 11.6. This is all based on the analysis of the stocks that my tribe members suggest that I analyze, and I put Samantha and Bard on to make investment decisions. That's how I run my portfolio. My portfolio has one goal, and that is to double over the next 3 years. What Samantha is now working on is to see if we can make that quicker. But that's going to come in the future. What I want to do in this video is walk you through CRDO, how we came to the conclusion to invest in CRDO, Credo Technology, a stock that nobody's ever heard of, has no idea what they do, but yet is up 66.4% since I put Samantha on it after, what was it, March the 24th. My investment philosophy has turned around. It has totally changed. I am totally informed about what I own, why I own it, and what it's going to do over the next 3 years. Watch this and see if you don't want to become a part of the tribe, the community of like-minded investors who have discovered the new way to invest, AI. This is my tell sheet. Carrie's tell sheet tells everything about growth stocks. And what I do is my tribe suggests stocks that I look at, and the one I want to look at today is Credo. It came to our attention back in December, and I started doing my analysis of it. And what I want to know is if it's a growth stock, I'm going to see a number here that is going up. This is the prior 3 years growth of revenues. So over the prior 3 years, what would that be? 24, 23, and 22, its average growth of revenues was 45.66%. It's projected, in other words, 25, 26, and 27, that those revenues are going to grow on an average of 37.3%. That gives it a 6-year average of 41.48%. Then I look at its earnings per share. And what I'm interested in is projected earnings per share. And it's projecting, based on the Wall Street analyst reports, that their earnings per share are going to grow at 43.3% per year in 25, 26, and 27. So that comes and says, okay, this is my qualifying number. Does it meet the rule of 40? That is, that if you put their projected earnings in revenue and projected earnings in per share together, you add them together, what do you get? 37 plus 43 comes out to 80. If it's over 40, that's the rule of 40, I deem it a growth stock. The next thing I look at is, are they building their employee base? And it says yes. They've increased their employee base over the last 3 years by 31%. Well, if you're a growing company, you may have to grow your staff. So then what I look at is say, okay, is it a depressed stock? How far off of its high was it or is it at this time? And right now it's off 15%. But understand that was substantially larger back in January when I looked at it, because it's up 66% from where I bought it in January. Then what I do is I turn it over to Samantha. Samantha then goes and does what we call a financial health of the company. She digs in to find out if this growth is sustainable. Is it being done with growing earnings per share, but also growing profit margins, both gross margins and net margins? Is it financially sound? And I'll show you a copy of this document. If you click there and then click there, this document's going to come up, and that's Samantha's summary of what Credo is all about. Gives you an executive summary, examines its profitability, its liquidity. Is it going to be able to pay its bills in the future? Its efficiency. How efficient is it at turning its assets into profits? And you can see here, nearly doubled year to year, 154% year over year. Then we look at its valuation. Is it overvalued or is it in line? The PEG ratio says it's pretty much in line. Stock valuation, and now we're looking at technicals. Then we benchmark it against history and against its peers. We're benchmarking it against Broadcom, Marvel, and ADM. Then we look at the financial health of its profitability, of its liquidity, and its solvency. And what we're looking for is this company going to continue to grow as it has been. And then I ask Samantha, based on all that information, give me the stock price at the beginning of 26, 27, and 28. And here is where she gives it to me. And I then take that and put that on my tell sheet. She says at that time it was at $49 when we bought it. It would end the year of 2025, start 2026 at 80, then 90, and then 100. We are three quarters of our way to our 100% gain in the price of stock. That's what we are right here. So we're 3/4 of the way in a matter of, what is it, 5-6 months. So that's how we grow it. Then what I ask is to do some technical analysis. So is there a buy-in price that we should be looking at some time as we're moving forward? And that gives us a full picture of who Credo is, how it compares to its competition, and where it's going in the future. This is what we do, and this is done by Samantha and Carrie Grinkmeyer. I've built it with the help of Samantha and Bard, and so I'm waiting for you to come. I'm waiting for the 1,000 of you who have come to tell all your friends, to tell them there's a new way to invest. It's powered by AI, and every day it will get better as the prompts get better, as the access to the data gets better, and as we as a community learn how to use it to our advantage, to level the playing field with Wall Street so that we know what's going to happen before it happens. But because there are so few of us, and we don't have brick buildings to support and private jets to fly on and accommodations at the best, we don't have the cost. So we can offer the best for less than $1 a day. And if we get the community big enough, we can generate the funds to stay ahead of the game, to buy the technology that makes it all autonomous. That's a word that we associate with automobiles. I want to associate it with investing in the future. Autonomous investing, accessing the data that will help us individually achieve our goals. Me, at 80 years old, I have a different goal than someone who is maybe like you, 24, 28, 56. Our goals are different. Our risk tolerances are different. Samantha can put that into play and help you achieve and exceed your expectations. Join the community. We call it the bus. Best of Us Investors. Get on the bus, join the tribe, and learn the new way to invest. with the power of AI.